Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing my current event, continuation of the ELN guerrilla groups. Alright, so a quick recap on what the ELN is. So the ELN stands for the National Liberation Army, and they are a rebel group in Colombia. They've been around since 1964. So the reason why I did my last current event is because the government and the rebels agreed to a peace treaty that would last from November until this January, and then further negotiations would be discussed. However, between November and this February, Colombia changed its peace treaty with the ELN due to constant attacks by the rebels, yet it retained its will to want peace in Colombia. So you guys are probably wondering, like, why did we have to stop this peace treaty if Colombia had peace? Like, problem solved, right? President Santos eventually had to draw the line because the rebels weren't upholding their promise to the treaty pretty much. Like, in January, I believe on the 27th, there was another bomb attack by the ELN group where 7 police officers were killed and so were 40 civilians. That's when he suspended the peace treaty. The annoying part now is that since the peace treaty is suspended, we don't know what the ELN groups are going to do now because there's nothing holding them back. However, there's still a will to want peace in Colombia, not just from the government, but also from the rebel groups. So after the end of the ceasefire, President Santos said that he's still going to seek a new truce with the ELN in a bid to salvage the talks, the negotiations. But the ELN, unlike the FARC, which is another rebel group, has federated its structure with military units, which experts say make a settlement more difficult. So they have like a really good military. So the president, they're upping their military also. So that's why it would be a lot harder now to make peace treaty with the ELN. But the rebels have also indicated a willingness to start up again with the negotiations, so they're willing to try for peace, which shows that both sides want peace. And the ELN is the only rebel group that the government hasn't been able to come to a truce with. The FARC, I believe, they have a peace treaty, but the ELN, because they have different points of views, is more difficult. Okay, so to wrap it all up, because the rebels could not uphold their end of the treaty, changes were made and negotiations were suspended. But some continuities did remain, like the willingness to strive for peace in Colombia. This current event is political because it is between Colombia's government and a rebel group. The reason the National Liberation Army was created was because a group of people disagreed with the government and they wanted to advocate a communist ideology of Marxism and liberation theology. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and my thought-provoking question is, do you think both sides should be doing something differently to advocate peace in Colombia? And that's it. Bye!